Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Eagles, and it's all up next.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop? Offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. If you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Griffith. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's a give up the middle. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 11 more yards that go-around, a first down as well. These two teams all tied after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a... Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. Will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it down and butt at the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, Nixon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll set up to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Bernard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd down, Nixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. So So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll run on first down. Bernard. He finds some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And he's got room. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly put it up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To return is Roberts. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Nixon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 62 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw here. Roberts got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here. Just inside the 5 to about the 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Fields now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there if it were me.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
from the gun on third down. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Come on. Pick the Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On 1st down, Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Fields throwing again.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Here's Fields.
Trucks over him.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Fields on first down.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long.